Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about what happens when we have the moon placed in our second house in astrology. So this can work with Vedic and Western, but I am a Vedic astrologer. You can use both systems for this, but I prefer Vedic astrology, and I have a Vedic astrology introduction course, our video on Vedic astrology, so if you want to check that out. Anyway, we'll get into moon in the second house. So, alright, so, what does it mean when we have the moon in the second house? So before I get into all that good stuff, I just like to let you guys know that I am a Vedic astrologer, so I have Vedic Astrology Readings and all kinds of stuff that you can get from me. Check out all my bundle sales, all my stuff that I have on sale and stuff like that. So you can go to gebotheshaman.com and check that out. Alright, so moon in the second house. So in order to understand this position better, we need to understand what the moon means and what the second house means. So what is the moon? The moon is our emotions, our heart mind. It's a lot of times in Vedic astrology they'll say the moon is the mind. Well, from our Western perspective, the mind is the brain, the intellect. It's up here, it's not here. So, we'll say some things like he has a sharp mind, meaning that he has a sharp intellect. But in Vedic astrology, the mind is the heart mind, the emotions, the feelings, the consciousness. So it's the consciousness, and it's not the intellect. The intellect that is something that we use here in 3D reality, but our consciousness, our heart mind, our emotions, our things like that, that stuff we take with us far beyond this body. So anyway, let's see here. So the moon is the heart mind. It's our emotions, it's our intellect, or not our intellect, it's our, basically the moon is nurturing and loving and like motherly. It's motherly energies, it's soothing, supportive, all that good stuff. And so the moon is our mind, it's our heart mind, it's our mother. So this is an indication of your relationship with your mother, and it is just conscious awareness, I suppose. Yeah, just like conscious awareness. So yeah. And then we have the second house. So what is the second house? The second house is traditionally that would be Taurus. The sign of Taurus would be the second house. So the second house pertains to things like money, our values, our material possessions, our savings, things like that. So it's our money, it's our, and so it's our money, it's our savings, it's our valuables. So what we value. So this can mean our values from a material perspective, as well as, so like our valuables, like our possessions, but it's also what we value in terms of, just our morals, our values, what we love, what we're interested in, what we're passionate about. things like that. And so, yeah. So the second house represents all these things, and so the moon here in the second house is extremely, it's extremely concerned with what it loves. It's valuable. So this means that your savings account, if you have this placement, your savings account will be, it'll be up and then it'll be down. So, it's the moon. One of the things about the moon is that the moon is constantly changing. It's constantly in flux. It's, waxing to full, and then it's waning to new moon. And then, it's a watery planet. It controls the tides. What do the tides do? The tides rise and the tides fall. So this is, it's always in flux. It's always in change. It's always in motion. So it's not stagnant. It's not stationary. It's not, fixed. It's always moving. So then we have the second house, and in the second house, that means that your finances are always going to be changing. Like, second house represents savings more than like incoming money, like gains. So the 11th house would represent gains, and the second house would represent your savings. So what this also means is that you would, second house also means that it's basically your valuables, so, or your values, so it's what you love, it's what you, all that stuff. And so, it's what you care about, it's what you love, it's your, second house is also your family, so that's another thing. So a lot of times people will get their values passed down from their family, so, their family values, that's where we get that term. So family values, so that's the second house. So with this, it means that your mother will pass down something of value to you. Whether that's, moral values or spiritual values or physical, tangible, valuable items and things, inheritance, things like that. So, yeah, and then we have the, the other aspect to it, which is, that you will be, you will value and enjoy emotional connection to people. So, the moon, what is the moon? The moon is our emotions too. The moon is our emotions, and if you have this in the second house, that means that you'll be very emotionally attached to your family, very connected. There will be strong bonds there, strong connections there. Whether it's for good or for bad, that depends on your place, your chart. I would need to see more in your chart about that, but then we have, we have this family connection here, so valuing emotional connection. So that means not only are you valuing emotional connection with them, you're valuing emotional connection with your friends, your family, your, like, everybody. So that's kind of what you value, is emotions and emotional connection and things like that. So yeah, so that kind of goes along with the second house theme here. What else? Trying to think. Yeah. So, like I said, your finances are going to be up and down. While I should say your savings. You really got to look at your 11th house for your incoming gains, but your savings are going to be, they'll be up and down, and that means that you. Oh yeah, another thing with this placement is you will spend based on emotion. So you'll buy items based on your emotions. This can lead to somebody being a shopaholic, spending more than they can afford to spend, and things like that. And yeah, so it's one of those placements where it can be kind of negative. So you gotta watch out for spending. So shopping, based on when you're emotional and things like that. That's not a good thing. You gotta be careful with your money and all that stuff. So yeah, a lot of people will will go out and spend money to try to fill a void within themselves. But the thing is, that's a temporary solution to a deeper problem. So if you have this placement, I would highly recommend doing therapy. You can either go to group therapy, or you can see an individual therapist, like somebody who you see like one-on-one and stuff like that. But therapy, connecting to another person on that emotional level will help you to become more aware of your emotions, and to really love yourself and accept yourself for them. And that's something that I've found very helpful for me. So yeah, and then so I guess that's about it, guys, for this one. So hope you liked it, and if you did, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. 90% of you guys are not subscribed, so if you like the channel, if you like the content, then go ahead and subscribe. And then yeah, so I have like everything that I have over here, it's all on sale. It's all like more than 50% off. So you'll get like 2 courses for half the price of one. It's an insane deal. So check that out, gebotheshaman.com. And yeah, so I have my astrology certification course. So that is actually a turnkey business. So if you're interested in astrology and you want to maybe think about learning more of it, like you want to learn how I do a reading and how I do, my stuff, my astrology readings and stuff, you can check that course out. And when you pass the certification test, I will give you your own Vedic astrology website. So you can become a Vedic astrologer, and I will promote you on the channel. I will tell people to go to your website and stuff like that. So, and then we have the Vedic Astrology Readings. So I have my basic Vedic Astrology reading that I do, and then if you want like a specialty on a specialization or like a focus on career or relationships, you can do that. That's all available at GeboTheShaman.com. And then we have the birth time rectification. So, if your birth time is not accurate, if your birth time is all over the place, or, you don't know your exact birth time down to the minute, that's not very helpful for astrology. So in order to give you the most accurate reading, or to, study your astrology chart on your own, you need to have an accurate birth time. So this is what I specialize in. I ask you some very basic, very simple questions, and I will get you your birth time rectification. So I will, rectify your birth chart. And then we have the distance energy healing. Oh yeah, and with that birth time rectification, I do that to the minute. A lot of astrologers just get it to within like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I really take the time, the extra time, and and nail it down to within a minute. So, and then we have the distance energy healing. So, it's that is good for, if you're having depression, if you're having anxiety, you're having low mood, any kind of emotional, physical, or psychological issue, then the distance energy healing is very powerful for that. Then we have the career coaching and life coaching. So if you're one of those people who just sits around on the couch and eats Cheetos all day and doesn't know what the hell they're doing with their life and just wasting your life, being useless, that is not a good thing. Just wasting your time and your life and your energy, just sitting around waiting for something to happen is a waste of your time, and it's useless. Ask me how I know. I've been there. So, that's what I offer the life coaching for, and the career coaching. So, if you are one of those people, then purchase the life coaching, purchase the career coaching. I will get you on track with what you are supposed to do, with what you're meant to do in this life. Your higher purpose. Everybody has a purpose for being here. Everybody, a lot of people ask, well, why am I here? What did I do to deserve to be here? And it just feels like a trap and things like that. And, you're not trapped. You're not, it's just victim mentality. So get over it and get a life coaching session with me. So then we have the Ritual Magick courses. You can check that out if you like. That's not something that I really promote a lot, but yeah. Then we have the Cosmic Qigong. The Cosmic Qigong, the Self-Transformation Challenge. We have the Qigong courses. So if you're interested in actually taking your energies to the next level, then check that out. Alright. Then we have the everything on sale. So, check out all the sales that I have going on right now. GeboTheShaman.com. Check it out. And like the video, subscribe, and we will talk to you next time. Alright? Peace.